Hi, Jen here from Jen Michelle Coaching, and today I want to talk about 3 ways to set boundaries in your relationships. Boundary setting can be such a challenging area because if we set a boundary, we do not know how the other person is going to handle it. And of course, when we own what we want, there are consequences to that we have to be willing to face. So in this video, I want to talk about boundary setting and why it's so important and how it opens up new doors in terms of what you can create in your relationship. The first thing is, if we don't have boundaries, we don't have confidence. And that immediately is a problem in a relationship because confidence equals attractiveness. So a woman that lacks confidence is less attractive because she doesn't love herself, and he can feel that at a gut level. And so if you find yourself in a situation like this, you want to start by getting really clear on how you want to feel. How do you want to feel in your relationship and life in general? And most of us want to feel sexy, beautiful, funny, light, free, all of those beautiful qualities that are so magnetic and attractive. So we want to then think about, what are the things that I need in order to feel like the best version of myself? And am I doing those things within the relationship, or am I putting his needs at a higher priority? Or am I scared the guy won't ask me out if I say I can't go out Wednesday and that I'm busy that day, or that I have something else going on? What's my belief system? Do I believe that I have to make love really easy on the other person? Or do I believe that I can honor myself and the right person will support and respect that, and self-adjusting in this where it's necessary? Number 2, speak your truth. Be honest about who you are and what it is that you want, and just own it. Be vulnerable and don't aim to please, and just put it all out there. And it doesn't mean that you have to be aggressive about it or there has to be any drama, but sometimes it can just be as simple as saying, I'd prefer not to do that, or I'm not able to do that. If you're asked to have an opinion or a choice, that you give it, that you take a moment and you think about it. I would love to go to that restaurant, or, the other option sounds so much better to me. And you're really able to just put yourself out there and own the things that feel right for you, while letting go of the outcome, but really not being afraid to own where you are and what it is that you like and don't like. And you don't need to have any drama, and just notice any sort of hesitancy around this. And if you do feel hesitancy, notice if it's coming from a place of fear or low energy, and self-adjust, because you're allowed. And it doesn't mean that you're being a diva or that you're being difficult, and just notice any dialogue around it, and just practice being true to yourself and being authentic and letting a man truly see you. Number 3, release responsibility for his feelings. And if he gets mad by you setting a boundary or saying you can't do something, or something doesn't feel right for you, or that you're uncomfortable, if he has a strong emotional response, just being willing to let him figure that out and manage it. And notice if you want to take responsibility, buffer his feelings, make them easier to support, and instead just let it go. And I noticed this even with, my 9-year-old son, who, if he has a moment, okay, let me give him some space, and I'll give you some space to work through that. And of course, the rule is it can't be directed at me. He can feel as strongly as he needs to, and he can feel as mad or upset or frustrated as he needs to. But at the end of the day, he's got to be willing to work that out on his own without putting it on me or anybody else. And when I give the freedom and space to him, or when my clients give this freedom and space to their partner or to the person they're dating, or whatever the situation is, to have their strong emotions and to trust that he'll be able to move through them without you having to do something, he does just that. He becomes a big boy and he works through those emotions, and he shows back up that much faster because we conveyed that we're not going to be afraid of strong emotions by simply honoring and taking care of ourselves ourselves and doing what we need to do for ourselves at the end of the day to feel our absolute best. And so if you notice that you tend to get uncomfortable by really owning and supporting the things that are best for you, I hope this brief video on boundary setting is helpful, and I will be diving deeper into this topic in my group program, Attract Him Forever. The details of that are on my site at jenmichellecoaching.com, and sending you lots of love. Have a beautiful week.